Now, I'm Eric Ripper. Thanks for joining us. The old fire station at 2150 Clinton Street was recently closed due to the poor conditions. However, the township is looking forward to make use of this property by rezoning. Meridian Township Associate Planner Peter Menzer presented at a public hearing about the rezoning at the October 27th Planning Commission meeting. Currently, the lot is home to both the old fire station and a business called The Mark. While The Mark and the surrounding property is listed as commercial, the fire station is still residential.
So we're thinking if we're in a position that we're going to sell this property, or whether we develop it or sell it to a developer or just sell it outright, that it all being commercial zoning would be ideal.
Issues for the rezoning that were brought up by citizens include increased levels of traffic and pollution. The Commission will hear this topic again at their next meeting on November 10th and will make a recommendation to the Township Board. The Planning Commission reviewed proposed amendments to the 2005 Master Plan goals and objectives. The Master Plan is supposed to be reviewed every 5 years. The conversation mostly focused on ways Meridian Township can become more dependent on solar. Township Clerk Brett Dreyfus said other townships around the area have adopted solar-friendly standards, but Meridian Township is still behind partial due to its size.
Solar Ready Communities is a project that's going on around the state to try to find several pilot cities that can, or municipalities that can be involved in piloting and testing out several solar type projects. And Meridian is showing an active interest in being a part of the Solar Ready community.
Dreyfus said the Township Board mostly agrees on its plans to help Meridian become a more solar ready community. There have been major disagreements on the urban services management area, which has led to delays in Meridian's urban sprawl. The Commission is expected to continue their discussions on the proposed amendments to the master plan at their next meeting on November 10th. A public hearing was held Tuesday night in regards to opening a 12-persons preschool in Okemos. The Planning Commission looked over a special use permit put forward by Okemos resident Hillary Crum. Her mother currently operates a preschool but is retiring. Crum asked the Commission to make a decision during the meeting so she could make the necessary plans to run the school.
I also have a degree in child development and teaching, and so it's a great fit for me. I've been working with my mom off and on over the years, and I'm excited to be able to carry that on in our home.
The Commission's main concerns were with the pool in the backyard, but Crum assured it would not be an issue. A decision was made after the public hearing to allow Crum to run the preschool at her home. Election day for the Michigan general election is Tuesday, November 4th. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Voters in Precinct 12 will be able to vote at Wardcliff Elementary School once again. The clerk's office will be open Saturday, November 1st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. to issue absentee ballots. This is also the last day ballots can be mailed to residents. Voters at the polls must show a picture ID before they are allowed to vote. The Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada has awarded Meridian Township the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for its comprehensive annual financial report. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting. Meridian Township has been awarded this achievement since 1996. And when we come back, find out what Okemos High School is doing to support the choir program. Plus, we'll address the current state of road construction in the township. You're watching Meridian News Now on HOM-TV. Welcome back. This Saturday, November 1st, Okemos High School will be holding an annual fundraiser called Taste of Okemos to support the choirs at the school. Food will be shared by 20 restaurants in the area, including Buffalo Wild Wings, Noodles & Company, Penn Station, and more. The event takes place from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Okemos High School Commons. Tickets range from $5 to $15 and will be sold at the door. The road work in Meridian Township, which began a few months ago, is still underway. The pavement preservation program, which began in September, should be well into its second phase, according to the initial estimates made by the Meridian Township Public Works Department. However, a few delays due to weather and construction on roads such as Kinawana Drive have set the program about 3 weeks behind schedule, according to Raymond Severy, Meridian Township's Director of Public Works and Engineering. The two-part program began with hot-in-place recycling, where the asphalt is softened and then leveled out. This was done to Franklin Road and Bannon-Berkman Road. But because the second phase has not been started, the road work remains to be incomplete.
They haven't started the resurfacing yet, so we're about 2 to 3 weeks behind schedule on that resurfacing. But it will get done yet this year, and so the residents out there that are concerned about the way it looks, it's not the finished product. There's still some.
The second phase of construction will consist of gutter cleanup and paving the streets. Work will also be done to certain sidewalks and ramps in order to meet state and national requirements. The new estimated completion date is November 15th. Last week, the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee reported 2 bills to extend the period of time in which county boards may decide to take over the functions of county road commissions. Both House bills were introduced by Representative Roger Victory. He proposed that a county board of commissions could take over the powers, duties, and functions of a county road commission until January 1st of 2015. The bills passed and are currently in place. If the extension is passed, the bills in question would be extended for an additional 3 years. Under the legislation, county boards would still be required to conduct 2 public hearings before they take action or put anything into effect. The Principal Residence Exemption, also known as PRE, is a bill introduced to help individuals that suddenly inherit property and are not prepared to pay a higher tax bill.
The Principal Residence Exemption change is suggested to waive the loss of the Principal Residence Exemption in the case of a relative inheriting a home that they don't plan to live in and that they're trying to sell.
Brixey also said this is a fairly minor suggested change and will positively affect the people it applies to. And that wraps it up this week for Meridian News Now. Remember, we're always online. Like us on Facebook and stay up to date with Township News. We're on Twitter as well. Follow us there and, of course, HOMTV.net. I'm Eric Ripper. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.